Welcome back. This is Lone Wolf, and we are playing Vintage Story on the Crystal Seas world, hosted on Ara Fury. Just thought this would be a nice way to start out, getting a look at what's going on. The base is under continuous evolution, and I've cleared enough from the front of this mountain, and I've decided that I've got a place to plant lots of trees since I'm finally making charcoal. So I've put some pines around here. And when I was south, I worked hard to get some bald cypress seeds. They look horrible. They're the ones in the front here, the little scrubby looking things. These are unimpressive looking trees. That's not an attribute of bald cypress. That's just how mine have turned out. And then over here is where I had planted my oak forest on the other side of my original base wall. As you see, however, I now have some large trees. I went and worked to collect some of those seeds. I've got some beautiful crimson maples, and then of course the oak. The oak is super important because got to have oak for all of the leather processing. The reeds have regrown. The farm is ready to be cleared out and planted. And I've harvested the bees once already since it's warmed up from winter, and they're all ready to be harvested again. The berries thankfully have fruit on them again. And so we're going to get back and make some, preserve some of the fruit, because I suffered all last winter not having enough fruit. So Riara is busy doing some work on the base. So glad that she's started working on this, adding her ideas. I can see she's done some lovely chiseling and is slowly replacing my aged ashlar chuck with some slate. So that's looking nice. Actually, that does look pretty spectacular. And placing fantastic glass in here. That's awesome. That's one of the things that I am absolutely huge fan, is having a base, a build that is light and bright. We've got the stairway now goes up and down on each side. And the hens, the chicken coop, is doing great. I've replaced all of the items on the lower part with glass so that I can look in and see what's going on with my chickens without having to go through the doors and enter. That's disturbing the chickens. They're multiplying. It's not a fast rate, and that's okay. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. And the rooster is here by himself, and while in real life this wouldn't work, somehow the chickens get themselves taken care of to where they are ready to lay eggs and produce. Up on the top here, we've got our sheep. They're doing great. Oh, I got a chicken up here. So we've got, it should be, well, we had 9. We've got some babes I can see. And everybody's leveling up in generation. I think my ram is Gen 6. I think the user probably 5 and 6. So just a little introduction into the state of things. And now we'll get back to the working on the mob farm. All right, so there's some technical difficulties with OBS. I haven't figured out what causes the problem, but anyways, there's a good 13-minute section where the video is still, it's recorded the game audio and my voice the whole way through, but it's just a still image. This is not a new problem for me with OBS, and I'm sure that I'm the cause of it, but I haven't figured out what it is yet. At any rate, at least it wasn't all lost. The most important thing that I need to include that was missing is that my friend PB Killer came over, and in between the episodes he showed me a more efficient way to be using the splitters and the stone quarry mod in general, and that method is just that instead of making sure, you know, I go 6 deep and 6 high and all that, I just go 4 deep because I can reach that from the outside, and then I go down and I'm just taking smaller bites, but it's far more efficient and quicker and all of that. So I want to credit him for coming on, being a good friend, and teaching me how to be better at the game. So we will pick up in the middle of all the work that I did. It's a shame. It's how it is. Sometimes these things happen. Thanks. And I apologize for the big chunk that we don't get to see. All right, we've got materials now. And a nasty, nasty triplet. Oh my gosh, we have lots of friends we don't want. Yeah, I was afraid he was going to fall off. Wow. Well, we have lots of place for them to spawn too. I guess I didn't really consider that. All right. Well, I'm going to ignore these for now. Try to ignore these for now, because this is my primary concern, and if it's not totally filled with baddies, this would be the time for me to take care of it. On the other hand, if it is filled with baddies, well, I guess then that's what I always expected I was going to have to deal with anyways. Oop, come on, Wolf. Slow down and take aim, because otherwise you've just wasted your time. Actually, we really don't care about that either. What we need to be concerned about is going for the permanent solution. Come on. I didn't even line them up. Wolf, you moron. I guess I'm feeling a little anxious, a little stressed. This is just my nature. I can't help it. I do want this fully sealed off. With no room for them to come through. Not that this wouldn't be interesting to explore. Okay. No, I can't have that one there. Because then I won't be able to come in and out. Ah, yes. We have this whole wall here to complete. If you're thinking to yourself, boy, Wolf, that's a lot of rocks. The answer to that is, it sure as heck is. And while I'm not using the stone quarry tool, I certainly wouldn't have all of these rocks to be wasting, shall we say. Come on. Oh, okay, there we go. I'm good at doing the wrong thing. Oh, my guys are despawning. If only that were important to me. Okay. We're making progress here. That should make this pretty close to secure. Not that we got rid of everybody in here. We've added to our collection even. You here? We probably need more stone path slabs. I did look for some on before I came back down, but I didn't have any made up, and I wanted to take advantage of the opportunity where there were not all that many guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Wow. Guess we just start trying to kill one. Those guys move so fast. When they roll over and play dead, that's a good time to kill them. Wow. Ooh. Okay. Making sure you're dead. Oh my. What kind of shiver is this? Oh. Well, we've made some progress. Looks like I have a spear somewhere. Unless it broke. Oh, this feels dangerous. Oh, goodness. Yep, there is one spear down there. All right, Nightmare. My last guest. All right. And we have a new one up. Oh, crud. Oh, two of them. Oh my gosh, I've got a bad situation here where there's lots of room for these guys to spawn. Hope when I'm farming them they'll be as aggressive spawning down here. Alright, I've got to do something about all of this area. With whatever paths I have. Alright, let's see if we can harvest some of these. Well, I'd like to harvest them all, but... Oops. Should have been dead. Nice. These guys move even after they're dead. It's very disarming. Okay, we got more spawned over there. We have to have more paths. So now let's kill myself. So I'll bring you back. Oh, I got my paths. I'm back down here. And of course, the place is riddled with bad guys. Holy cow. That is so bizarre they move when they're dead. Wow. All right. Let's get some security going on here. I know this is feels like a waste, but if I can't have any sort of moment of peace, then I won't be able to do much progressing on this farm. And in order to have the peace, I've got to try to keep them from spawning in here. I knew this was going to be a challenge, which it is, and that's okay. Yeah, see, they can spawn all up there too. No, I can't put these here, because if I put these here, then I won't be able to move. Well, we've kind of done what we can right now, as far as security goes. think I need to focus on cleaning this little spot up here. Because this is a real problem. Well, let's see what I can do about this mess. Great, a bow torn, that's what I was after. Wait a minute, where are you hitting me from? If you can't even see me, how can you hit me? But that's just from a silly Seraph's point of view. I can certainly see that it can try to hit me. I just don't see how it can actually hit me. None of this is efficient. None of this is ideal. This is, I've got challenges going on and I've got to deal with them the best I can. None of this is a surprise. You're a nightmare, Botorn. And you give me all of a piece of flax. Hope it didn't break the bank for you. Oh, this run around circles crap. Wow. All right. Let's get this stuff collected. Okay, they can't spawn there. Gotta empty some things out of inventories so I can keep working. I can't work under these conditions. I think what I need to do, yeah, I need to cover this up. Cover as much of this stuff up as I can too. Mm. by taking it down, of course. That's a bunch of blocks that they cannot spawn on anymore. I can put these here, but in order to use the tools, I'll have to take this off. Be able to put splitters in. Thank you. See what you give me. All right. A piece of flax. These guys are so fast. I can't outrun them, but since they can't come up here because of the one block there, that lets me win the day. All right. I think we're going to call this it for today. Got a lot more work to do. We've accomplished some things. I'm especially grateful to have taken this area here over. This was something that was very much on my mind as a problem area, which of course it was. And we'll pick this back up. So thank you so much for watching. As always, subscribe, like, and comment. I very much appreciate you choosing to spend your time with me. But most importantly, please do come watch the next episode. Thank you so much, and goodbye.